Hello everyone, welcome to Joe and Zach Survival. You know, I get a lot of requests or questions asked me on the channel because I've done so many of the wild edible videos where I took the wild edible and made it into a flower substitute. And they're always asking, first of all, when are we going to do those videos? Because the kids are supposed to come up here and we're going to make bannock and try it. And until they come up here, what good is it for me to do a taste test all by myself? So I'm waiting, for them to come up. And the second question I get a lot is, how many different kinds did I make? And I always have to answer them, I don't know. I'm not sure. But I keep them all in here. This is just a little cabinet that I made that is completely mouse proof because we do get the mice in here, and luckily with everything being jarred and no, food for them to eat except for I keep snacks in the closet right there for them that'll kill them. So we don't have much of a problem. But that's because we keep everything, where they can't get at it. So I'm going to go through here. I'm actually going to pull them out. I've got all kinds of, I keep rice and stuff in here too. But I'm going to go ahead and pull them out and we'll take a look and see just how many I did make this year. Well, I actually kind of surprised myself when I opened that up and seen what, what we have here. I have a maple bark flower. I have a curly dock flower. I think that one's going to be really nasty. I've got another curly dock. I've got a lot of curly dock flower. Those are curly dock. You've got the goldenrod. The goldenrod flower. I've got clover flower. We've got grass seed flower. This one was rose hip flower. I think that one's going to be really nasty too. Another goldenrod flower, and another clover flower. Those are the ones I have bagged. Now, other ones that we did, this is cattail root flower. I think this one's going to be really, really good. This one is apple flower. It's not really a wild edible flower, but it's going to be interesting. I think it'll be really good because, apples are good. So I have a burdock root flower, and I bet you that one's going to be super good too. It's going to be a real nutty flavor to it. I've got a little more clover flower that's in here, not bagged up. Here's our acorn flower. That stuff I think is going to be really good too. I like the smell of that. This was that plantain. Remember I made plantain peanut butter, and this is the plantain flour that I have left over. I got a feeling that one might be a little bit nasty too. And then the other things that I did, I've got goldenrod leaves for making tea. I've got tansy. This is a spice only, not for tea. It's a real strong sage smell to it, and it has a sage taste. Oh, God, that is just, it's very strong. This is Labrador Tea that I collected, just the leaves, and dried them out so we can make tea out of that. Clover leaves, we can make a tea out of that as well. This was yarrow that I ground up, and this is just for a spice. And again, that one is more like a sage. This one actually smells more like sage. The other one is that tansy is really strong. And this here was yarrow, but this is just crushed leaves, and then we can use that as a tea, but it's like an aspirin, so that's more medicinal. And this one here are just dried rose hips, and we can make a tea out of that as well. So now when anybody asks me what I did this, how many of these I made, I can just send them to this video. But I'm really looking forward to making the bannock out of a whole bunch of these too. But I just think it's important that the kids are up here so that I have at least one of them, so I can do a taste test with them back and forth, and maybe they like it and I don't, and we can kind of, talk about it and everything. So anyway, there we go. Thanks a lot for watching the Joe and Zach Survival channel.